Okay, so all great projects start with the bench. So I've gotten rid of some other stuff and got my current project out here. So let me kind of walk through what I've got. I'll start right here. Spruce Creek covers. You can see there. We're prototyping a new, very lightweight. I need to put this on scales. What I'm calling a day cover for the Kit Fox, specifically for the four and up. I haven't put this on my plane yet. We did a test out in Florida, but I haven't put it on mine because, well, I don't have a cowling right now. So, and there's Otis. Say hi, Otis. Otis with his ball. Anyway, so I'll let you know how that turns out. Also working on another exciting piece that, well, that's what these are for, but I'll get to that. So projects here. Well, I have my old ELT, which works, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in it. So Cyber Monday got a pretty good deal from Aircraft Spruce on the new ELT. And I didn't do the retro kit. I did a new install because my remote on my old one doesn't work. It's just, I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, so I got that. I've got a backup battery for my device over there. So this is what will power it while I start the engine, because all my engine instrumentation is on that. So I've got this little EarthX, and I 3D printed a little box for it. And I managed to do it with, positive and negative. However, in the airplane, I can't see that. It'll be the other way around. So, best laid plans. I am putting an electric trim on mine. So I picked up the Ray Allen control stick. I can't remember the number, the 205. So I'll have on the stick, pilot side only, I'll have trim up and down, autopilot disconnect, and probably gonna at some point put smoke. So I have the 4 buttons, I'll put smoke on the other one. And I was telling my buddy Chris that I'm gonna do it so that the smoker pumps it into the cockpit instead of outside, just because it adds a little challenge. I'm kidding. Airline, so I can put in my new angle of attack, which I managed to leave the probe at home. Okay, so here's the big news. Yes, I got a Grand Rapids. It's a Sport EX, touchscreen, autopilot, angle of attack, all kinds of stuff. John at GRT really did me a solid. He really worked with me. Those guys are great. So I'm replacing my AV30, which I've never flown behind, and I'm replacing the JPI, which I've never will fly behind. So the AV30, I think, is going to a family member. The JPI, which I think works great, except for Rotax. I think that's the problem. So if you have a non-Rotax and you need a JPI EDM 350, I'll make you a deal. And I got all kinds of sensors for it. So anyway, so that's why I'm here today. I'm gonna cut a hole in my pretty panel to put this in. Over here, let's see, more toys. OAT probe, antenna for my, so I've got the magnetometer, and I've got the Discovery down here, ADSB in, I said OAT, harnesses, an amp meter, a shunt, and just more wiring harness. So I'm going to pre-wire it for the autopilot, but I'm just not going to put the autopilot, the servos in right now. Oops. They will go here somewhere. So this has got to move. I don't know. Maybe move it over. I don't know. Anyway, so panel. So my initial plan was to keep the Grand Rapids here. I mean, keep the AV30 airspeed, keep this stuff what it was, the JPI, AV30, and Legacy airspeed, and put my Grand Rapids over here, take out the iPad. But I got to thinking about it, because you know how dangerous that is. And I thought, you know what? I'm dissatisfied with a couple things here already. I'm just gonna make myself a new panel. And I am, just not right now. So I'm gonna put the Grand Rapids about right here. But you see, I'm gonna have this big hole here. So I'm just gonna put a plate in there to fill it. It's not gonna be pretty, I'm not gonna be happy with it, but it's better than, I think it's better than trying to make it work over here. Because it wasn't gonna work here either. I was gonna have to make a panel for it. And I really do wanna keep my iPad for ForeFlight. Because looking up airport information on that is second to none. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna mark some lines, get my Dremel, and cut on this panel. Basically disfigure it completely. But anyway, so that's the plan. I'll set up the camera and get some action shots. Ooh, I'm so excited. Anyway, here's a sneak preview. I'm working on a sunscreen. Now this is blue just because it's blue. Working with developing a Kit Fox specific or bush plane specific sunshade. It's still work in progress, but stick with me over the next few months and we'll have more of the show.